teachers is the time I would really want to go back to that life again.
Hey.
Like,
Why, how fun was it? Did you stay a virgin throughout?
you see?
What's making you guys tired? Like, that's the first discussion. Like, I want to understand what is making. Who wants to start?
First of all, adulting, isn't it? Adulting is a scam, isn't it? You wake up one morning, nobody asked your permission to bring you to this planet. Yeah, so you turn up on the planet, and the next thing you know, somebody's feeding you. Next thing you're in school, then you have to get a job, or start a business, get married, and everything in between. It's tiring, isn't it? Nobody asked my permission. I don't want to be here, That's why it's really tiring. It sucks.
But do you think that if you were, all things being equal, nobody asked for your permission, but if you were in a different location, do you think that experience would have been better?
No, it would be the same. You still need to ask my permission before you bring me to this place.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else have the same or? If you're at Jampod or you're in, I don't know, Australia, New Zealand, like would you still feel this exhausted, or do we feel exhausted because Accra is not Accra?
No. I feel like in some places outside the country, in more developed countries, the systems are put in place that you don't get so exhausted or look at it like there's no hope. Recently I was tweeting about how do people, my friend of mine was looking for a place to rent. And then I started going around asking about rental.
I saw those comments.
Yeah, and then $100, some guy took us to my house in China, some apartment. Fancy apartment, $850, and because it's furnished, it was just crap. I'm like, how many people earn $800 equivalent in Ghana? Yeah. Even people who are bosses and managers in
decent companies,
you can't even if you're earning you can't even rent a place like that, because then why are you giving your whole salary to rent or what? So, and once again, so how are people renting, how people buying houses? And that really just comes back to why it's hard for us here, because why are you working so hard, right? And then you're not even earning enough money to be able to live a decent life or rent a decent place. You have to go as far as beyond Oyarifa to even get a decent place.
Why is Oyarifa catching stray bullets here?
But even, I went to Oyarifa and they're saying, even Sapa or something, they're saying $1,500 for 2 bedroom.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
But those houses are like $200,000. It's not unusual. It's not unusual.
But if you want to get maybe 500 to 1,000 cities apartment, then where you're living, you're going to probably there's a stream right here now to something. But yeah, that's why it's hard for us. You can't work every day, hustle, and you don't understand why, unless you do something illegal before you can.
I think we need to dig a little. Okay, somebody was saying something else. Oh no, I think we need to dig a little deeper here, right? So, is it that the money people don't get paid well enough, or is it that things are just too expensive? Or is it a combination of both? Or is it that the system is not working? We need to unpack it.
Cecilia Dapa has put all the money under her bed, right? It's all in Cecilia Dapa's house. That's the problem.
Right.
The money is all on one side.
Okay. It looks like you have something to say.
It's funny. It's just funny. That's all nothing.
Anyone have anything to add?
I feel like...
Okay.
Now, many people are operating this country at this.
Microphone's off. Is it off? Okay, carry on. Yeah, oh no.
People are operating this country as if their citizens earn dollars. That's how they are operating. So even you get look at next back. We become okay. We're traveling the city. We can afford the back. We woke up one day, your money is pounds. Why are you charging in pounds?
Yeah.
Who is the finance market now? Are you saying that, okay, you created enough for the Ghanaians, so now you're going international?
Right.
So it's everything that could make that kind of level. You're looking at people that are getting money illegally. They're looking at the 1% in the country, and everybody or majority of people seem to be targeting the 1%. And it's like if you are an average earner, where you find someone because you're not part.
You're not
You're
part.
not part of that. Yeah, because even the little things that you used to buy, like pastries, like simple things, right? You used to be able to afford it. And I go into the shop and like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Like, the third of the button out here. What is going on here? Again, to some of them, it's not really their fault. It's because of how the country is being run. So everything is expensive now. Maybe it's expensive. Everything is expensive. Transportation,
Yeah.
everything is expensive. So they have no, they don't have any choice but to increase their prices to keep up with the cost. So those businesses,
It's like a cycle.
exactly.
Yeah.
So those businesses are like, who haven't been, like, you can understand where they're coming from. But it's those that have gone like extreme, like, we're trying to
Now you're like charging $2,000 and you're like,
like we're talking about the rentals, like
it's just so.
you see cases and they are charging you like $400, $500. It's nothing like wow. It's not wow. It's a room. Living room. Bedroom.
With some funny lights, some disco lights.
Funny furniture.
Wow. Do you want to say something earlier?
Yeah, so I think I want to continue from where she ended about things being expensive, right? So averagely, so I used to buy like coffee. I used to buy for like 450 cedis for like tank. Used to drive to Takad. Like I could go to Takad and back like twice in a week. Then now all of a sudden I'm buying for like 1,003 for the same car, same
Right.
fuel, like same. So how do I go to Takad twice a week? Now, if I want to go back then, if I want to go, I'll make a tweet. Yo, who wants to go to Takade? Because I even want a company. Now I'm the one searching for company. I'm not searching for like free ride.
Okay.
Like you hear me? I was looking to give people free ride. Now I'm the one looking for challenge. Who they
go?
No, not even contribute. Just
Like
to
he
be there.
wants
Like I'm driving
go for free.
alone. So I just want like a company I could give someone free ride. We could have probably like random conversations whilst you go or probably take the moment. If you're not in a hurry, pass through somewhere else before you get to Takadi. Now I'm the one tweeting, Charlie, would they go to Takadi this weekend?
Pass through somewhere else.
Oh no, like see, so it's 4 hours trip. It's 4 hours trip. You could make a stop somewhere by the beach in Cape Coast or something for a beer or two, like you understand. Now I'm the one looking for Charlie, would they go to Takadi this weekend? Like for me offering ride to now looking for ride. You get me? It's because we all slept one day, woke up, and then fuel has tripled.
The economy will make you humble.
It comes down to the consumer. If let's say my production cost used to be like 1,000 cedis in a month, with fuel of like 450 cedis, and now I'm buying fuel of like 1,003 for the same job, ideally my price will triple.
Yeah.
It makes it very hard for it to go back to the usual figures again. Even when like at a point for like 16 cities, 17 cities, now it's like 13.4. Things cannot still go back to let's say 13.4 if it hits 16 cities.
Yeah. But why is that? Is it because I think this week I saw some articles that said that the government was going to increase tariffs on a broad range. Some of the things were even absurd, like shisha and what else. I was like, you know, I thought it was fake news, but it's like actually it's not fake news. So I mean, do we think that some of the challenges we are facing now, because of the government increasing tariffs on all of these things?
Yeah, so no. So it plays a major role, right? Yeah. So let's just use this place as an example. If Jumbo spends, let's say, 1,000 cedis for ECG last month, and then they are now increasing it to like 20% increase, right? That would be like 1,002. Do we still expect them to charge the same figures?
Yeah. So
now the 1,002. Now, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they could probably even go like there's 20%.
You have approval.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just saying you have. So you get me. So if let's say the air conditioning guy used to charge 50 cedis to service, and now tariffs is going up, his charges will certainly go up. It will affect cost of production, everything, right? If let's say you should ask Ami how much it costed to print her books, let's say a year ago, and then now
I'm dead. I know.
Like, you understand? Do you still keep up to the prices?
So it has to go up.
She will
Yeah.
probably want to keep up to the old price, but is she
Yeah.
making, like, is she going to make loss? Who's going to pay for those differences?
Yeah, it ends up increasing price.
You understand?
That's
So,
what's happening.
me, my only challenge is that in all these things, I'm looking at the quality of service. Are you still trying to get the same quality of service? If, let's say, I'm paying 10% increase in whatever I used to pay like a month or two ago, am I going to get 20% increase in service? Like, is the service going to be better now, or it's still going to be like you doing me a favor?
Right. But it also blows my mind when I look, because I tend to think that I have a decent job, right? Decent is relative. Maybe to someone I'm poor, right? But I tend to think that at least I have a decent enough job. Yes, I cannot afford half of the things in the city. So when I look around and I see people living, I mean, it's not like I'm hating, but when I see people living a certain kind of life, sometimes I wonder how they are doing it.
Yeah, this is so.
So what's happening? Like, how are people coping? What am I missing? What kind of illegality? I really want to understand, because you never know what's
I think that we are all coping.
Sorry? Drugs. Like the average person is carrying drugs?
The average.
Yeah, like in Ghana. I'm talking about people in Ghana.
The average one on one body.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
If I would tell
That's
you,
the way.
I'm kind of a bonus sober.
Okay.
So just probably, like, yeah, I'm bonus. So probably Friday evening, you just get a beer and clear your mind, because what you go do?
So
Like-
some people, you're just coping.
Yeah, we are all just coping. What you go do? Like, because at the end of the day, sorry? Yeah, so this is it. Even the demonstration, there's most of us who just sit on our apps and then move from one social app to another and then just demonstrate
We
there.
demonstrate from our bed.
Yeah, we demonstrate with our
It's too hot.
exactly. So
For me, we're a nation of misplaced priorities. We talk a lot. We talk plenty. But let me ask, how many of you people here will vote in the next election? And how many of you will vote for the same party, incompetent party you voted for the last time? Because of your political, I'll vote as well.
But you can't.
For the first time, for the first time, I've voted since, I don't want to give up my age, I've voted for quite a while. But for the first time, I don't know who I will vote for. Because it's just a different brand of thieves. Which brand will you subscribe to? So I think we're a nation of hypocrites because we enable the government. We vote these people into power and we enable them to make our lives miserable. We know they're stealing our money. They're putting it under their beds. Their house helps are giving the money to their exes and boyfriends and fathers to build houses, and they're still in power. The Minister of Finance completely fucked up the economy,
And he got away with
he
it.
couldn't resign.
Yeah.
Nobody has kicked him out. Nobody's holding the government accountable. And we sit down and we just talk. We go to church, we and pray, pay tithes, That's why we are failing. We talk. We are hypocrites. We don't actually take any action. We're going to vote NDC or NPP next year. We're going to put Baumia or Mahama back in power, and it's business as usual. We'll come here, we'll cry, and nothing will ever change. No, it's not.
Let's talk about how low the salaries are in Ghana. This is something that has to be spoken
I think
about.
you start from the whole
What's
place
an
salary.
average decent salary in Ghana? Is it 5,000, 6,000, 7,000? Decent. Average. Yeah.
No, wait. I understand the figures she's mentioning. She works in a multinational.
Be calming down. No, calm down, my baby.
A multinational.
Calm down. Be calming down. I'm not talking about myself. I want to know, what is an average? Is it 2,000? Sorry.
What is that tastes like?
Industry average.
Yeah.
The industry average.
Okay.
So what are we talking about? Are we talking about cleaners?
I'm talking about, what would I say? Should I say white, should I call it white collar? Like, let's say, I won't say entry level, because that's not average. So let's say like what do they call it? Mid-management? How much? Is it like 3,000, 2,000? Oh, I'm still too high.
No, so you see.
1,005.
Hey.
That's still too high, come on.
No. The 8 doesn't mean it's too high.
That's low.
Yeah.
So what is it like? Should we peg it at like 2,000, 3,000? That's like, but is that mid-level or like entry level?
Someone is also asking, is it even gross or net?
Net, and I'm talking about net.
You're talking about net.
So like 3,000. Let's say 3,000. Don't we think
Net.
that generally? Yeah. Oh, is that too low? We'll go with that. Okay. Whew, that's deep.
That's very deep for
I
you.
need a moment.
So you see,
I need a moment. So I feel like salaries are very low in Ghana.
right.
And I feel like my opinion is a strong one because usually people like to compare to, in the UK and the US. I have worked in other African countries. And for me, Ghana is the lowest. Almost to an absurd level.
Is it because you're viewed as an expert
No,
in
I
a
was
different
not
country?
viewed as an expert.
Okay.
Most of the contracts I took were local contracts. Whoever
Okay.
took over from me, who is local, still earned the same.
Okay.
So, I wasn't viewed as an expert per se. So I just feel like, it's low. It's pretty
As
low.
an employer, I feel like Ghanaians are not productive.
No, wait, hold on. Before this, let me ask another question. So from where you are starting, where you are sitting, right? Is it that you feel like it's higher somewhere else because of cost of living here?
I think
So let me give
that-
a practical
okay.
example. Let's say I live at Kaswa
Okay.
and I work at Kaswa, right? I don't have to take transport to the office,
Right.
right? And then food is probably like affordable. I don't say cheap, affordable in the neighborhood. So even if I'm taking like 1,500, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Right.
Then I'm working at, let's say, East Legon or let's say Laboni, where your average lunch might even be 40 cedis, right? You are still doing the same thing, the same job. Like let's say you are a social media manager, the same job, two different places. Your cost of living is two entirely different cost of living.
Right.
Is it the reason why you think that the salary elsewhere will be like
No,
better than here?
no,
Because probably you are even paying
I
lesser
think
rent.
there are different things to unpack here. First of all, I
Okay.
think that across the world, right, in certain industries, there are maybe not fixed, but there are standard ranges
Okay.
that people, like let's say a software engineer, should be earning, regardless of whether they live in Kaswa or Yarifa or in Legon, right? And I find that in Ghana, people the whole system, they don't pay people well because one, they can get away with it. Two, in Ghana, we have this, as employees, we have this mindset, it's almost like a mindset that a company is doing us a favor. So when a company even offers us a salary that's actually absurd, it's like we're afraid to negotiate. So when I started my career, there was a time that I later found out that the company could have paid me way more. They were paying me way below what was my actual worth in terms of the grade. And when I later asked the finance person, they told me because when they offered it, I didn't argue. I was like, huh? Because for me, even if I was hiring someone and I know that okay, they're supposed to be paid this, why would I not give them what they're actually worth, right? So there's that, right? And then there's also the fact that we don't talk to each other. So for example, if
You're not allowed to.
well, you don't have to be allowed
you've
to.
created a system where it feels like you're trying to look into.
But what I mean is that let's say you get an offer. Let's say you get an offer from a company, right? Ghanaians are so secretive, like unnecessary. Oh, don't men control ya. So they won't even pick up their phone if they know that there's someone they know, a friend, I don't know, a family member, or even someone they worked with who has been in a similar role or who even works in the company. Instead of picking up a phone and saying, hey, can we have an open conversation? How much do you think this role is worth? Or how much are you being paid in this role? They won't do that.
A lot of people negotiate jobs from a point of
Desperation.
disadvantage. Okay, so one, they don't have a job. The best time to look for a job, by the way, guys, is when you actually have one. And when you have a job and you're going to a negotiation, you can negotiate for more because you have nothing to lose because you have a job already. But a lot of people are unemployed. It's probably their first job. They really, really want to get the job, so they'll accept anything. They're like, I just want to get a foot in the door. Whatever they give me, I'll take it. And that's what the employers take advantage of.
But I even challenge that because I've been jobless multiple times and shamelessly, I will negotiate to death. Even if it means I'm going to be hungry for the next 3 months and feed off my husband. Yeah. I will negotiate to death because I have understood that in Ghana, especially, if you allow a lot of these companies, they will treat you like they're doing you a favor, and they're not, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like the low salaries thing, it has to change. Some companies are changing that. Now some companies offer like some additional benefits, rents, whatever. Me, I still think that actually, if it's not entering my nets and making it nice, I don't want to be hearing those allowances. What am I going to do with that, right? And so I feel like we all have to change it. Like it's not going to change automatically. If everyone starts talking to each other and saying, oh, they offered me this amount, 10,000. And then you know that, why are they offering you 10,000 for a role? They're offering me 5,000 for. Then you can also go and negotiate. We need to be a little more open about that. Like, but we all talk and smile, and after that, when somebody asks you, because I say, men can't show the friends are bad. Like I said, friends are bad. Don't tell your friend. Friends are bad. Like,
Well, you go to a party, right, and you are jamming, and you see this guy there on corner. All of a sudden, you see he and that girl roll. Quickly, you go to him and ask him, how do you do it? I'm just giving a scenario, right? I'm not open. I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure.
nice.
I mean, because I want to know how you're able to do it. I'm at a party before you walked into the party, and all of a sudden you're everywhere. So, Charlie, how you doing? I'm sure, Charlie. Maybe I'm taking in all the alcohol I want to take, but I'm still not getting that good. So actually, then you're like, oh, you go here before? Have you been here before? Are you, like, now he starts introducing you to places where you can now start getting more exposure, more grooves. Your first time to a club, definitely you'll be intimidated by a lot of people. And the same thing, you see a woman, and this woman is giving you all the bad bitch vibes. And then you go into the room and then, I've been done it before. You understand? I've done it before, and then some will tell you, some, then they are just messing around with the. Some of them won't tell you anything. They start messing around with the whole body, biting you here and touching you here. And
so why don't you tell her what to do?
Then a man who is open-minded will want to say, okay, touch me here.
Great.
I like it when you do it here. A woman won't tell you. A woman has to come here, expects you just come there, come pa.
That's not true.
And women don't. A lot of Ghanaian women, excuse me, say don't actually communicate when you are even in any form of romance. In any form of romance, right? So you are with her and you're trying to kiss her, you're trying to get her into everything. And she thinks, okay. And she thinks all you want to do is just enter the coochie. So, yeah, but you see, a man, okay, maybe just me. You see, oh yeah, close up, you're just brushing and actually, just brush. There are a lot of guys who just want to know your body, right? Because at times it's very difficult. Maybe there's on your day, then you are doing a lot of things and you realize that it's not going. Now you have to ask, okay, this is not working. Where you did? Show me. Because I've been punching all the D's and the E's, all the keys, not the pick. So show me the key, then I'll now try to work around your body. Okay. A lot of Ghanaian women don't do that.
Hey, I don't think so.
But isn't it because from experience they've been punished in one way or another just because they were trying to be open?
Yeah, but I want to make a
point. When you think about secondary school, university, the kinds of things that certain women, things that people said about certain girls, right? So whether they did it or they didn't do it, like next thing you know, somebody says that about her, oh, she's loose, or she's spoiled, or she's this, or she's that. So because of that, obviously, a lot of Ghanaian women are.
Yeah, they don't want you to label them. Like, they don't want to be labeled. Yeah.
They don't want to be labeled. They want to show that they
But-
want a certain kind of.
Yeah, but you know you're not bad. They call you bad. So.
But a lot of people just don't know what to do.
And I also feel that it also has to do with parenting, right? And sex education. Some people's homes,
lots of people just don't know.
some people's homes, you can't even talk about your irregular erections. You can't even talk about, oh man, I was feeling some way. This guy touched me. Mommy, I was in school. He touched me. How would you come and tell man? Or no. But I'm just saying. Because in my home, I'll use myself as an example. In my home, before I went to senior high, right? My dad told me clearly that if you go, things will happen. If you impregnate somebody, you don't come to Accra. No, he now tells me that stay away from so and so.
What's that?
There are condoms. If you want to use anything, make sure you are protected. But above all, try to stay away from, touching women playing with you, and all of that. Because at that time, Charlie, we were really, SHS is the time I would really want to go back to that life again.
Why, how fun was it? Did you stay a virgin throughout?
You see? Oh, come on, don't ask me that, please, I beg you. You see? First was.
I'll share mine.
Oh, me, please, I'm a virgin.
So he was saying something about the men being more open. But I feel like once a man has understood that women have feelings in their breast, they try with Amma, Akushia, and I think it works for everybody. Yeah.
That's the blueprint.
If that means if they will suck your breast, you can tell
You
them.
put your hands at their back.
You can tell them explicitly. I don't have feelings in my boobs. They don't hate. Turn off the
You talk like 10 women, 9 ways, and you say your own way.
I'm very surprised that he's saying that the men are open. Because if someone suck my toes and he's like, oh.
You see?
Lots of men are not good in this country. Lots of men are not good in this country.
When you say in this,
But you have to teach them.
It also
A
depends
lot
on-
of them you have to be.
I feel like last time I asked this, nobody wants to be honest with me. But when Ghanaian men said they want to eat bad bitch, what does that mean? I know what it means in when I'm talking to my friends, but I feel like I'm hearing.
It's theory. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
To be
They
fair,
want
also
somebody
people have
who will be
different
open
definitions
to
of bad
doing
bitch.
anything and everything they'll come up with, but they are usually not open to doing everything.
Yes,
No, I
there you
think
go
it's a
then.
theory. There was a girl
No,
that
we become scared a little bit.
that looks bad,
Yeah.
people want. But then when they're in the situation, they're like, oh my god, this is too much.
Yeah, the verb. We don't want the verb bad. We don't want the verb bad. The verb, we don't want that one. The verb bad, we don't like it. The verb bad, we don't like it. We want to just look like it.
It's on paper. Yeah, they want.
We just want you to look like it, but don't act like it. We beg you. Because when you just look like it, but if you enter your show, say, hey, you know, hey, you never catch me.
So it's not the actual. They try to control you.
Yeah.
When they
Like, why you doing this?
Like, why you dressing this way? But you met her like that.
He made a comment, right, when he was talking about the examples of women not communicating.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, there are some women that you think they're a bad bitch, and then when they get in the bedroom, they're not. So that's why I want to understand what that
Oh no, you said that person is a virgin. So like, some people have sex.
You hate different, I like you.
No,
Yeah, like maybe
so what does that mean?
maybe she says things that like.
So she's saying a lot of things. You guys are hanging
so
out.
good.
She's saying all the crazy things.
It's like what?
She's tweeting them.
What she's saying.
What she's saying?
She's snapping them too. Yes, all the bad things.
Sometimes she has.
Ends up having unrealistic expectations. You see some things and then you start assuming that okay, because she said this and that, you have to behave this way in the bedroom. It doesn't work like that. We all have freaky thoughts. We all have freaky thoughts.
I think what
That's a valid point. That's a valid point.
what I've learned is that women, it's not always what you see is what you get. I found that some of the simplest, most unassuming women will give you the most mind-blowing sex.
Almost your glasses,
ever.
yeah, almost your glasses.
And the ones that almost your glasses,
Almost your glasses.
almost your glasses. So women are very, very deceptive. You don't know what you're gonna get. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes they dress like it, they talk like it, but they can't fuck like it. So sometimes.
Some are asexual, okay? There are some bad bitches, they look like bad bitches, but they're asexual.
Then why look like a bad bitch?
Why look like a bad bitch?
girls are really like bad behind the scenes.
Yes.
Like prefer girls define Fifi. I won't make you define Fifi. What we do?
Like a girl that you meet in church, right? Church girls.
So she's acting all religious and all of that.
I think having sex with church girls is good because they think it's illegal, right? It's the forbidden fruit thing. Yes, the forbidden fruit.
Good
Because
thing,
they know they shouldn't do it.
Not be bad
It's
thing.
much more fun. The choristers, exactly.
Oh, the instrumentalist too, yeah.
And the instrumentalist, yeah. Because it's not supposed to be done,
Really
it
bad
just
thing.
heightens the sexual, tension. Forbidden fruit tastes.
Yeah, when it's like a taboo, yeah.
It's a taboo. So church girls have amazing sex.
Hello, hey, brother.
That's generalization. Generalization.
What the blackout?
Yeah, I think that some of the women, they don't show up in their marriages, but the men. And the men, it's the men. In terms of the men, how to behave. Buy her book. Yeah, you should buy my book.
Oh,
You
wow.
too.
Oh, wow. It's fine. Your leg is paining you. We'll record jogging.